Hi guys, welcome to our first ever Landscape Photography Masterclass. My name is Martin Rack, I'm a landscape photographer, and this is my buddy Vaclav Krizek. Hi Vaclav, how are you doing?
Hi, nice to see you Martin, and I'm glad we finally did this.
Yeah.
So once again, my name is Vaclav Krizek. I make my living as a photographer, not just landscape, but general commercial and stuff like that.
And you're shooting videos as well, right?
Yeah, that's right, that's right. The world of creativity is just awesome. So it's nice that it finally kind of came all together, and not just us, but also Lucas, who is
behind the camera right now.
The camera right now. So it all kind of came together, and we can finally share the knowledge and the experience along with you guys. So Martin, why there is actually a need for another landscape photography online lectures and teaching? Why there is a landscape photography masterclass?
Well, I was thinking about this project for quite some time. I got many requests from my participants from my photo tours who were interested in some editing, post-processing sessions, some talks about landscape photography, about gear, etc. And this project will bring it all together and will serve you with all these amazing new things and ideas directed to your screens.
Yeah, that's right. Because we do this pretty much on a daily basis. Sometimes we become more of like well, it's obvious that you're going to close the aperture or open the aperture. It's obvious that you're going to use this filter and that filter. You're going to use this tripod or that tripod or this backpack. But a lot of you guys sometimes feel lost in this massive world of gear and techniques and everything.
Yeah.
So I think the masterclass is here to kind of guide you through this.
Yeah, and it will help you. I mean, we'll shoot videos directly in the field, so you can see how I shoot, how Vaclav shoots, and we'll show you on examples how do we set our settings on our cameras, what lenses we use, what aperture we use, and then we'll walk you through the processing of the images, and also talk about composition, talk about different stuff, about gear, about photography backpacks, tripods, everything. Anything you are interested in, and you can also send us some messages or requests what you would like to know, what you would like to learn, and I think we can manage it all.
Yeah, that's right. It's all based on the interaction. So obviously we can serve just as many things, but things we know. So your questions are very well welcomed, and we are looking forward to what we're going to hear from you. And the interaction is what we need, I think.
Yeah, of course. Because when we are on our tours, it's basically the best solution, because then we can talk to you, and it's very personal, because our groups are relatively small. There are usually maximum 6 to 7 participants on our tours, but there are more of you who want to learn stuff, so that's also why we decided to do this masterclass, because you can just sign up to our Hero account and learn anything you want, and then if you are interested, you can join our tours and travel with us to different locations all over the world.
That's right. The Landscape Photography Masterclass is of course project of the Bohemian Journeys, who are here to serve you with the best photography locations around the world, not just in Czech Republic, even though it's in our name.
Yeah.
So you, Martin, have like loads of experience, and as I said, not just in Czech Republic, but also abroad. You've been to Spain, you've been to Japan, you've been to Britain. It's just why you kind of expanded from Czech Republic. Was it too small for you?
Well, I mean, I still love shooting in the Czech Republic, and I started shooting here. Basically, the passion for landscape photography started here in the Czech Republic. And of course, I was shooting the local areas here, and then I wanted to travel further and explore more areas. Because as a landscape photographer, you are you just attracted to some exotic landscapes, to high mountains, to the coast, and you want to explore the world. But let me go back to the to the start. You asked about the my beginnings of photography. So I started around 14 years ago, and my first area which I started to explore was the Saxon-Bohemian Switzerland, which is also called the Elbe Sandstone Mountains. It's a nice area of sandstone rocks and canyons on the border of the Czech Republic and Germany, and we've been there together for several times.
That's right. Well, so, many times actually.
And I think this is a pretty special area because it's so close to Prague and Dresden from the German side, and it's a national park, so there are some quite impressive sites.
Yeah, that's right. One of the things, as Martin says, many times, and really hundreds of times really, we departed, we both live in Prague at the moment, and it's this kind of with the landscape photography most of the time, even though you read weather and things like that, you just decide in the afternoon that there's going to be a perfect sunset. And this is exactly where we decide, and we just go. This is the way of landscape photography living, I would say. Obviously,
constantly checking out the weather forecasts,
that's right.
Comparing the weather forecast, and then when it looks interesting, when it looks dramatic, you got a nice forecast of rain in the afternoon and then clearing up for the sunset. You just set off and go. And of course, it doesn't have to work out, but there's a sort of challenge, and that's what I like about landscape photography, because nothing is certain. You can't just set up your studio with lights and everything is fine-tuned, and you just put the model there and put on the lights and shoot her. But you just go into the nature, and you have to work with the light you get, with the conditions you got, and many times you have to go back and just wait for the right moment. And that's what I love about it. That's why I do it.
And I think massive thing here is that we can't always bring you along. So that's why the masterclass came up, where Martin or both of us just shoots, and it's here to provide you with, obviously we go there for the best conditions, and it's just not possible to bring you along other than being on this hero platform and showing you in the footage. So that's one of the scopes of what we're gonna do.
And we can show you exactly how we work with the weather, with the conditions, with our cameras, and just tell you what we do and how we do it, and share it with you. So that's the basic idea behind this masterclass.
Then moving on to the photography processing and basically editing your photos. Now again, you being on the tour, getting up at 4 a.m., 5 a.m., catching that perfect sunrise, then getting breakfast, having some rest, then evening shoot again. There's not much time to really process properly your images. So again, we're going to provide you with in-depth processing of that image. Martin is just going to walk you through his layers of edits, being that in Lightroom or Photoshop, right?
Yeah, both. And the good thing is that you can always come back to the video, and you can play it again, or you can send us a message that you would like to know this, or how do we do this, how do I do this, and we just come back to you and try to explain it the best we can. So these are the main benefits, but of course, as we mentioned before, the photo tours are great and the best way to share our knowledge with you.
Of course, yeah. Seeing in the person, interacting and just really reacting to your needs directly at the location is obviously the best. Now that's coming to our next point, and that's obviously gear talks. Everyone loves their gear. Everyone is just passionate about having the best camera, lens, tripod, backpack. Man, even the gloves are so important.
I mean everything, and we'll go through all of that. So you will learn about the cameras we use, about the lenses we use, but also about the gear from other brands. We'll talk about the backpacks, and we can talk about the software. We can talk about apps we use for weather forecasting. We can talk about the non-photographic gear as well.
That's right.
You know, about apparel or some, you know, other stuff and gadgets we use on our trips. So yeah, this is gonna be a really insightful, insightful trip into to what we do.
Last but not least, a landscape photography world is massive, but at the same time, the community is. You guys just know each other, right?
Yeah. I mean, I've met so many photographers, so many fellow photographers out in the field, be it here in the Czech Republic or, you know, in the Dolomites, in Canada, and, you know, anywhere. So the good thing that we all know each other more or less, because from the social networks we are all kind of connected. So we plan to bring you some interviews with our fellow photographers, which will share some of their knowledge as well.
Perfect. Yeah, that's right. And the least thing, obviously, through the years in the business and through our connections to the brands, we can provide you with some discounts and offers from our partner brand. There's just more things coming, really. So the exclusive offers are always great. We are looking forward to them. So why not? And this is the place to bring them.
You should be looking forward to them as well.
Yeah.
Because there's gonna be some goodie time.
Yeah.
We'll definitely talk about the stuff we find interesting. For ourselves, for landscape photography. So if there's any new whatever gadget, tripod, lens, we'll get it and we'll talk about it here.
Yeah, and that is coming back to you really. Ask about it. Ask, what do you guys think about this? What do you think about this? Send us an email. Drop a visit to our Bohemian Journeys website where you can just really ask. Lucas is there to answer you, or Martin or me. And it's just really coming to this kind of a circle, to this community which we're gonna build around this.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, we're looking forward to meet you and to share our knowledge, to have a good time, because it's also fun to talk with you and present together and here in the studio or outside. I don't know if it's in Prague, you know, Czech Republic, in the Dolomites, or, you know, anywhere else. We'll just bring you some interesting footage.
Yeah, so stay tuned for that. Obviously, also stay tuned for our social networks. So being it Instagram for Bohemian Journeys, or directly Martin or me, being it our hero, being it our YouTube. You
Facebook,
guys just get in there and stay in touch, because that's really where we are kind of living. At least 3 to 5 hours a day.
Exactly.
So yeah, stay tuned and let's do it.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Yeah.